Hi guys, it's Sophie. So I'm going to be doing a favourites video. I haven't done one of these before. I've wanted to for a while, but I always end up with all these video stuff that's going on at the end of each month, and I've always felt as though favourites might be like overloading you guys with my thoughts and things right at the end of every month, but I just really fancy doing one this month, and I have a couple of things to show you of different variety of stuff. Hopefully you enjoy it. Let me know if this is something that you do like watching, and if so, then I'd quite like to be trying to do them semi-regularly at least. If it's something you really don't like, then let me know as well, just so I have a little bit of feedback going forward. But yeah, I'm going to show you some of the stuff that I've really liked in the last month. So the first thing is like clothes. Like, I don't know, I'm no like blogger person, but clothes and like beauty and stuff. These are pyjamas. They have boxes on them. They're from Next. They're wonderful. They're soft. I wore these for like, it's a bit gross, but like 7 nights straight, because they're warm and cozy and amazing, and it just makes me feel really relaxed like when I wake up in the morning and I'm wearing really cozy pyjamas. And yeah, they're amazing. I've literally just washed them and they're going to be back on again tonight. So I'm going to live in them for the time being. But yeah, cozy pyjamas are one of the best things about it getting colder. Getting up and having breakfast in like warm pyjamas is one of my favourite things. And then food and drink and stuff. I've been doing Jack Daniels and hot chocolate, sort of in the evening weekend stuff, rather than doing like a glass of cider or whatever, which is what I normally do. It's amazing. Just shove like a couple shots into each hot chocolate you make. Really nice, really not quite festive, but just like warming and lovely. And again, with the cozy pyjamas, it just makes for a really relaxed Sophie. And then on to just sort of other things. I'm a big like candle person and things smelling nice. I, as you guys know, like smoked on and off for like 2 years, and it's really nice now I'm not, to try and get some of my like nice smelling stuff back. So I've been like trying to find which candle companies I like the most, and I found one that I absolutely love for like autumny scents, and I was just so excited and wanted to share this with everyone. I put it on Twitter and on Instagram, like a picture of one of these candles, because I think they're so cool, they smell so good. And they're Chesapeake Bay candles. This one is maple leaves, and it actually smells like the woods. So I've been looking for like years for something that actually smells like the woods, and it's really hard to find because this is like on the edge of being gross. Like it really does smell like rotting, but like a sweet rotting, which is exactly what I wanted, like that odd rotting leaf smell, but when it's pleasant and fresh and stuff. And this is what this smells like. There's one called November Rain by Yankee Candles that's kind of similar, but this one's better. And they also do pumpkin ones. This one is like creamier version of their pumpkin one, but I've unwrapped the other one so I can't show it to you. But they come like really nicely packaged, and they have little teeny tiny pumpkin charms on them. I'm gonna make, because I've got 3 candles now, I'm gonna make a little bracelet with these because I think they're really cute. This one's like a really sweet pumpkin smell, like almost like a pumpkin latte smell, and it's just lovely. I've had another one which is white pumpkin, which is similar but a bit less sweet, that I've burnt about half of already in the last week. These ones I think are discontinued, but there are some available like on other retailers online, and I got mine from Home Sense, which is like a discount sort of luxury goods place in the UK. Yeah, and they're clearing all of these old candles and they're just amazing. Highly recommend. Okay, and then music and films I thought might be interesting as well. Music wise, you guys like don't really know all that much about music taste, I guess. I listen to music quite intently, but I will grab a band or a song and I will just play it over and over and over again. And I'm someone who is pretty clueless with like popular music most of the time, because I will find like something I like in a song and will just listen to it again and again for like that piece. Which kind of means I just end up with a bit of an odd sort of music collection in general. What I've been listening to this last month, and for actually a month beforehand, but I'm still just loving it so much, it's on like the top of my like recently played continually, is Eden. Eden is a sort of weird, I don't know quite how to describe his music, but it's depressing, but it's also kind of slightly electronic but slightly kind of chill. It's very cool. And his new album's come out fairly recently, I think it was last month. There's a song on there called Rock and Roll that is really good, and one called EXO that I've been listening to. I listened to the whole back end of the summer, and I think it's still probably my top played song. I'll leave a link down below to EXO and to Rock and Roll, so if you do want to check them out, then please do. He's really great, and just sort of gaining popularity and stuff, which is really good, because he's fairly new. He was the Eden Project before. You guys might have heard of that as sort of a thing. But yeah, I'm just excited to see him sort of get more and more fans and stuff. I think he's really cool. And I've had a bit of a sort of like blast back to the 90s, what with my like David Foster Wallacing. And I've been listening to a lot of Pearl Jam, which is kind of cool, and it makes me feel really badass, like when I'm walking around, like this sort of like grungy rock and roll. It's just been really nice, and like, I don't know, there's something just cool about the music, about his voice particularly, I think is just really appealing to me. And so I've been listening to Even Flow and Jeremy like pretty much like over and over and over again. So that's like musically what's been obsessing me. And then film wise, I watched a few films last month. I went to go see my mum, and my mum and her partner are like massive film buffs. Like they like film the way I like books, and I used to watch an awful lot of movies, and watch less now, but they're great for like going and finding some really cool stuff with me. And they took me to see a film called Captain Fantastic, which I absolutely loved. It's one of my favourite movies I've watched this year. It's exactly my kind of thing. So it's about this family, a husband and wife, and a sort of horde of children, and they decide that problems in America and the problems with sort of the capitalist society and with the education system and with the politics, that they just don't want to be a part of that anymore, and they set up on their own in the middle of nowhere in the woods and start this like new intellectual family, where they teach them about the world in detail and like with gusto. And it's about this family, and it's kind of dealing with what happens to their mother. There's a loss of their mother, and what happens to this family, and what happens to this like alternate worldview when they have like an ordinary pressure. It's gorgeous. It's all set in the woods. It's really like close, like intimate camera angles. I thought the children, like the acting was incredible. It was just a really lovely film. It made you feel good. It wasn't sort of emotionally manipulative like some films can be, but it tugged at you, and I would highly recommend it. I will leave a link to the trailer down below as well, so that if it is showing in a cinema near you, then I would say that it's really good fun. And for those of you who are a little bit like me, and there's a little bit of your head that snaps on with the sort of intellectual snobbery, watching like 5-year-olds read Middlemarch and quantum mechanics around a fire just like turned on all of my like happy switches. So there you go. That's some of the things I've really liked in the last month or so. Let me know if there's anything that you've really enjoyed sort of in this month, and as I said at the beginning, just let me know if you like this or not, or whether you think, why is this booktuber talking about other shit in her life. Yeah, I'll see you guys soon in my next video. Got a few that I'm planning on filming soon, so again, I don't quite know what order they're going to be in. I'm going to do the autumn book tag at some point because autumn's amazing, but I don't quite know how I'm going to do that yet. So maybe I'll see you in that next. See you soon anyway. Bye guys.